So my first topic request from a viewer was to cover the idea of envious, passive-aggressive people. Well, it would be great if I could just say, run away. Run like your hair's on fire. These people will mess you up. They will sabotage you. They will pretend to be your friends. They will steal your ideas. But that's not always an option. What if it's someone at work and we need the job? What if it's our boss? I haven't had a boss like that, but I understand other people do. What if it's a spouse? What if it's a child? What if it's a relative? What if it's a close friend? What if it's your mother? And we're stuck with the person. What do we do? Well, the work is always on the self, isn't it? We can't change their behavior. We can try to set up our behavior in a way that they will try to sabotage us less. I highly recommend that. But what is that behavior? How do we act that gets them to leave us alone a little more and stop plotting against us and stop focusing on us? Oh, for heaven's sake, move on. Ugh. We have to be, I'm going to F-bomb, but I have to because it's a good word, unfuckwithable. Other people have coined the term. I've seen the videos on YouTube, but I have also lived and dealt with these personality types long enough that I know what that means. Don't let them get to you. Easier said than done, I know. I talked tonight in class about, so we have a core, in exercise science or, personal training, whatever, we strengthen our core. Well, what about spiritually? What about mentally? What about psychologically? Strengthen our core so that when these things happen, it's like being punched. You see these Qigong masters, you hit them in the gut with a pipe or something and they feel nothing. Well, not only are they super muscular, they have a lot of chi, a lot of life force energy that just repels being hit with the board or the whatever it is you're hitting them with. Same with us. We have to have a strong core. It's difficult if we've been raised by the person, because then our buttons are so easily pushed. It's like they can get our goat, and we have so many goats to get. We need fewer goats. So as we're working on our self-esteem, our self-worth, as we put our energy into other people and projects, another tactic is to don't react. Don't give them the satisfaction of reacting, because whether it's conscious or subconscious, they're like sadists. They want to get a rise out of us. And that makes them just behave that way even more. Because they don't have anything going on in their lives. They torture other people. They try to get a reaction out of other people. Try to stay, and I learned this from the thought coaches at Thought in Motion, stay neutral. Don't raise your voice. Don't fight when they push that raw button, something they probably created too. Some wound that they created that they want to stick their finger in. You have to practice remaining neutral. I'm uncomfortable with the way you're speaking right now, so I'll come back and we'll talk about it when you're feeling better. Now, when we start drawing boundaries like this, sometimes they step up their game. Bullies want a reaction, and just being neutral and walking away might make them come after us harder. I get it. The more neutral we stay, the less of a reaction we give them, they will get bored and they'll start to leave us alone. We also have to reward good behavior. When they do something good, oh, that made me feel so good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's so kind. Maybe compliment them a little bit on something they're doing right. But mostly it's work on ourselves to not be as easily triggered by their envious, sabotaging, passive-aggressive behavior. Don't overreact. Try to remain neutral. But they can be very devious, and they can be saboteurs. You know, my mother, two of her aides, her home health aides. My mom's 99. How could she still be at this game? Oh, she's a little weaker, but she's at it. Two of them. I lost two of them. Now, it wasn't specifically because she was verbally abusive, but that might have been a contributing factor. She wears people out. And there's certain personality types who can deal with her, and certain personality types that cannot. And they wear out. I don't need this, is what they'll say. Or they'll find a different way to quit. Or they'll quit with integrity and be like, you know, things aren't working out. And they'll give me notice, you know. So that would be the first option I gave you, to run, to get away from the hurtful behavior. And again, if it's somebody you can't get away from, try to stay neutral. Don't give them a reaction, because that's what they want. They thrive off of getting a reaction from us, especially if they're envious. They want to knock us off track. They don't want us to succeed. Our success makes them feel bad. Unless they can claim it for themselves, unless they're idea thieves, or, you know, well, you know, she's successful because of me. You know, I nurtured her. That's what she likes to tell people. She nurtured me. That's a new definition of nurture. Oy vey. Difficult people, envious people, passive-aggressive people. If you could give me, like, specific examples of the behavior, perhaps I could tell you more. I know it's very frustrating to deal with these personality types. I know. It's frustrating. When you can't get away from them, neutral. Sometimes they call it gray rock. When you're dealing with a narcissist, when you do gray rock, that's when you're very bland and you just don't react. I did that once with my mother, a few times actually. When I first got my gastric bypass, and I was determined to take off the weight. Now, part of our time together, we would go out twice a week. My God, how did I allow her to dominate my life like that? Good question. But after my gastric bypass, and I was eating steamed vegetables, I mean, I wanted this weight loss thing to work. She got mad at the diner. She's like, I don't want to eat out with you anymore. All you do is eat those steamed vegetables. You don't even enjoy your food. And I'm like, well, you know, I am trying to lose weight, and this is what's on the diet. Mom, you can eat whatever you want. I'll never stop you. You don't need me to be eating the same thing as you. Well, it's not very enjoyable for me to sit and eat with you when you're just eating like that. Mom, I'm very sorry, so maybe I'll only see you once a week then. Yeah, it worked, and I didn't go out to lunch with her. So it was like twice a week. Once was for lunch, and once was for garage sale, shopping, whatever. And I put an end to that too. What? How much stress can you take in one lifetime? You gotta put the thumb in the hole in the dam. Stop getting drenched. But I stayed very neutral. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's okay. We don't have to go to lunch anymore. if you're not enjoying it. I wasn't sarcastic, I wasn't spiteful, maybe a little bit inside, but I wasn't letting on. Try to remove yourself from the situation, draw boundaries, stay neutral. Don't be effable. Be unfuckwithable. Sorry, I F-bombed again. Have a strong spiritual and psychological core. Have other things going on. Spend as little time around these people as possible. If you can't go no contact, you go low contact. Save yourself. It's my recommendation, if you will. I hope it helps. There are plenty of people on YouTube who do talk about it, how to deal with these kind of people. That's my take based on my experience. I always speak from experience. Yes, I have expertise, but I am speaking about my life and my experience. And I hope it helps you a little bit. So leave me a comment. Feel free to give me a suggestion for a topic you'd like me to cover. Please like, subscribe, share, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video because I said I would. Be well.